Welcome, dear heart. If you feel led, please like and subscribe, and do share where you are listening from tonight. Now, let the soft hum of the evening gently envelop you. It's late, and a profound, comforting silence settles around you, soft as a gentle blanket. You close your eyes, taking a slow, deep breath. Feel the day's heavy weight, all its hurried demands, begin to softly fade away. With each deliberate exhale, you release any tension, every lingering fear, into the quiet air. Your heart beats a steady, peaceful rhythm, a quiet reminder of the life within you. You surrender every worry, every scattered thought, into this sacred stillness. Feel a deep, comforting presence wash over you, a gentle current of divine, unwavering love. You are profoundly safe. You are cherished and held. Tonight, you rest in the certainty that God remains, always. As the quiet evening deepens around you, perhaps a faint, lingering shadow still stirs within. You might feel a whisper of unease, a memory, or a gentle worry from the day, softly surfacing now in the profound stillness. Acknowledge this, dear one, without any judgment. Simply observe these soft fears, these tiny doubts that try to cling to your heart's edges. Breathe deeply into them, knowing you don't need to push them away or wrestle with their presence. Instead, you can gently cradle them in your awareness and then, with intention, offer them up. In this tender surrender, you discover you are never alone. God's unwavering, loving presence softly cradles every shadow, every quiet fear you carry. You are entirely safe to feel, to release, and to deeply rest in His boundless peace tonight. Feel the gentle stillness settle, like a soft, warm cloak around your weary shoulders. Imagine now a tiny candle flame, flickering so softly yet steadily in the quiet darkness of your heart. This single, tender flame represents a pure, simple prayer. You don't need many elaborate words or grand pronouncements. Just one sincere thought, one whispered desire for peace, one earnest reaching out, is abundantly enough. As you breathe deeply, let this small, courageous light begin to expand, illuminating any hidden corners where fear might try to linger or softly hide. See how its gentle, unwavering glow pushes back all the shadows, revealing the profound, comforting presence that surrounds you always, even now. This single prayer connects you directly to a boundless, unwavering divine love. It reminds you that even the smallest flicker of faith is infinitely more powerful than the deepest night. You are held, you are profoundly heard, and your single, honest prayer is a beacon of hope, gently leading you to profound rest in God's eternal, loving embrace. As the twilight deepens, wrapping the world in a gentle hush, you feel a lingering echo of the day's demands. Perhaps a persistent worry, a task unfinished, or a quiet anxiety still tries to cling to the edges of your mind. Notice how your breath rises and falls, a steady, calming anchor in this quiet space. Now consciously gather all these burdens, these heavy weights you've carried throughout the hours. Visualize them, not as part of you, but as separate entities, perhaps like stones in a heavy satchel or leaves you've been clutching. With a slow, deliberate exhale, open your spiritual hands. Gently release each one. Let them drift away, not into nothingness, but into the boundless, tender care of the divine. Feel the profound relief as their weight lifts from your shoulders, from your heart. You are not meant to bear them through the sacred hours of rest. You are invited to completely surrender them, trusting in an infinite love that faithfully holds all things. Embrace this profound lightness, knowing you are deeply supported, forever cherished, and utterly free to find restorative peace in God's eternal embrace. Feel the soft, steady rhythm of your breath now, a tranquil current within you. As the evening deepens, turn your awareness to this sacred, gentle pulse. With each slow inhale, imagine drawing in God's perfect peace, a calm essence filling every corner of your being. Then, as you softly exhale, consciously release any lingering anxiety, every subtle fear, all the day's scattered thoughts. Your breath becomes a quiet, constant prayer, a direct, unwavering channel to the divine. You don't need to strive. Simply allow its gentle flow to guide you, reminding you of an omnipresent love that never ceases. This rhythm, so simple and true, is a living whisper. God remains, as constant and reliable as your very next breath. Rest profoundly in this sacred, peaceful connection. Feel the deep stillness of the night as it cradles you, a quiet embrace. Now turn inward to the soft, life-giving rhythm of your own breath. With each gentle inhale, imagine you are drawing in profound courage, a golden strength that flows directly from God's heart into yours. Feel it filling every empty space, steadying every anxious thought, strengthening every fiber of your being. As you slowly, completely exhale, consciously release any lingering fear, every quiet worry that might have settled within you. Let it simply drift away, out into the vast, compassionate care of the divine. This sacred exchange, breath by breath, affirms your unwavering connection to a love that is infinitely stronger than any shadow. You are not just breathing air. You are breathing in divine fortitude and breathing out everything that no longer serves your peace. Rest deeply in this powerful truth, knowing God breathes courage into your spirit, always. The quiet hum of the night surrounds you, a gentle lullaby. You may feel a subtle tension, a knot in your stomach, perhaps from trying to control things beyond your reach today. Observe this tightness. Recognize the instinct to hold on, to steer every outcome. Now, as you breathe deeply, imagine your hands softly unfurling, releasing their grip. Picture all the worries, the future uncertainties, the unmet expectations, as tiny grains of sand gently falling from your open palms. You don't need to force them away. Simply allow them to drift. You surrender them into the vast, boundless ocean of divine grace. Feel the profound lightness as you release the need to control, embracing the truth that a greater love holds all things in perfect order. You are not alone in this gentle letting go. Find deep rest in God's unwavering care, where everything finds its sacred place. Feel the gentle quiet of the night now, a soft comfort embracing you. With your breath, acknowledge that not everything is yours to manage or control. There's a profound, loving order to the universe, a divine hand gently guiding all things, seen and unseen. You don't need to strain or grasp at outcomes. Instead, you can release every worry, every future concern into this vast, benevolent care. Imagine your deepest fears as dust motes disappearing in the boundless light of God's wisdom. This isn't weakness. It's an act of deep faith, a courageous surrender to divine sovereignty. In this trust, you discover an unshakable peace, knowing a greater power orchestrates your path. You are held. You are safe. Rest deeply, knowing God's loving plan remains. Always. The evening settles, bringing a gentle quiet. Perhaps echoes of past hurts or quiet fears now softly stir within you. Acknowledge these tender feelings, dear one, without judgment. Just notice their presence in this peaceful moment. Breathe deeply. Invite profound compassion for your heart. With each slow exhale, imagine releasing the grip of those old pains. Let them softly dissolve into the boundless ocean of divine grace. You are not defined by what you've endured. You are held, cherished, and profoundly safe. In this sacred stillness, God's healing presence tenderly wraps around you, soothing every memory. Surrender these burdens, finding deep, restorative peace in His unchanging love tonight. The soft, hushed stillness of the night wraps around you, a gentle invitation to release. Perhaps a quiet burden lingers, a subtle resistance to offering or receiving forgiveness, leaving a tender ache within your heart. In this sacred moment, you are invited to simply acknowledge that feeling, without judgment. Breathe deeply, letting the air soften any tightness. Now whisper a quiet prayer for healing. Offer up any hurt, any lingering resentment you've carried, gently placing it into God's infinitely loving hands. Feel His tender presence embrace you, a soothing balm over every wound, every past pain. You are held in a love that understands, that forgives, and that longs for your complete peace. Allow His grace to flow through you, releasing the heavy weight of unforgiveness, whether for yourself or for others. You are deeply cherished, utterly forgiven, and profoundly safe to rest in His boundless, healing love tonight. The night's quiet stillness now softly wraps around you. Feel a profound sense of safety, as if drawing near to rest beneath the vast, comforting shelter of divine wings. You are invited to truly settle here, in this sacred haven where earthly fears simply cannot reach. Breathe deeply, letting go of any lingering worries, every subtle apprehension that attempts to disturb your peace. With each exhale, release those shadows into the boundless care of God. Feel an encompassing warmth, an unwavering assurance of protection. You are not alone. You are cherished, guarded, and completely secure within His embrace. Here, under His eternal canopy, find absolute sanctuary. Rest profoundly now, dear one, knowing you are forever cradled in God's perfect, sheltering love. Feel the profound calm of the night deepening around you, a soft sanctuary from the day's demands. As you settle into the stillness, let a deep sense of security wash over you. There's an unshakable promise woven into the fabric of existence, divine protection. You are not adrift. You are enveloped. Imagine a gentle, invisible shield of love surrounding you, deflecting any lingering fear, any subtle worry that tries to creep into your thoughts. This isn't a fragile barrier, but an eternal, unwavering embrace. Breathe deeply, trusting this boundless care. Inhale the certainty of God's watchful eye, His powerful, constant presence. Exhale all apprehension, releasing it into His infinite, protective love. You are profoundly safe, dear heart, always held within the unyielding strength of His divine peace. The quiet stillness of the night gathers around you now, a gentle invitation to lay down your burdens. Perhaps as darkness deepens, the weight of tomorrow's worries begins to subtly press upon your heart. You might feel a whisper of anxiety about what the new day holds, or concerns for future challenges try to steal your present peace. Acknowledge these feelings, dear one, without judgment. Breathe deeply, consciously. Imagine these future fears as light, wispy clouds drifting across the night sky. You don't need to grasp them. You can simply observe, and then, with a soft exhale, release them into the vast, compassionate hands of God. Trust that tomorrow is already held in His perfect, loving care. You are not meant to carry its unknowns through this sacred night. Find profound rest, knowing every single future moment is cradled in His unwavering presence. Surrender to His perfect timing and simply be here, now, in His peace. The deep, peaceful quiet of the night settles around you now, a gentle, comforting embrace. As you rest, let your thoughts drift towards the distant horizon, not with anxious worry, but with a soft, steady anticipation. Even in the deepest darkness, you intuitively know the dawn is surely coming. It's an ancient, unwavering promise, whispered through time. Release any lingering fear about what tomorrow might bring, any subtle apprehension about its unknowns. Breathe deeply, trusting that a new day brings new mercies, fresh beginnings, and renewed strength, all held tenderly within God's perfect, unfolding plan. Feel His faithful presence, a silent, powerful assurance that light always follows night, and hope always breaks through. You are invited to sleep deeply, confident in His divine care, knowing a beautiful dawn awaits you, full of His grace and possibilities. You are safe. You are loved. Rest. The deep, velvety quiet of the night now softly envelops you, a hushed invitation to simply be. In this profound stillness, you are encouraged to gently close your eyes and turn your awareness inward, beyond the day's lingering echoes or the subtle hum of the world. Breathe deeply, releasing any outer noise, allowing an inner silence to gently unfold. It is in this tender, sacred space that you might begin to perceive a subtle stirring, a gentle knowing, perhaps not with your ears, but deep within your spirit. This is the still, small voice of God, a whisper of unwavering truth and boundless love, speaking directly to your anxious heart. It doesn't demand, it simply reassures, dissolving the quiet fears that sometimes creep in, replacing them with profound peace. You are profoundly heard. You are deeply understood. Let this divine, comforting presence quiet your thoughts and lull you into a deep, restorative rest, knowing God is always speaking, always near, in the deepest stillness of your being. Rest in this sacred connection, cherished and secure. The night's velvety quiet now deepens around you, a profound invitation to gentle stillness. As you settle, close your eyes and let your breathing become a soft, rhythmic wave. Beyond the day's lingering echoes, cultivate a tender, open space within your heart. In this sacred quiet, you are invited to simply listen, not with your outer ears, but with the deepest, most receptive part of your spirit. Imagine the divine presence as a warm, comforting whisper, a gentle current of love softly weaving through the peaceful air. It speaks directly to your soul, offering reassurance, dissolving any remaining anxieties or subtle fears that still try to cling. You don't need to strive to hear it. Just gently open your heart to receive its tender, eternal message. This quiet, persistent voice reminds you that you are profoundly cherished, perfectly guided, and never alone. Let its pure peace wash over you, a sacred lullaby from the divine, leading you into truly restorative rest, knowing God's loving whisper truly guards your precious sleep. The night's quiet embrace now settles around you, a soft hush that invites introspection. Perhaps, in this stillness, a tender whisper of loneliness arises, a subtle fear of being truly alone in the vastness. Acknowledge this feeling, dear heart, without judgment. Breathe deeply into it. Now feel beyond the physical quiet of your surroundings. Realize that you are never, not for a single moment, truly isolated. Imagine a warm, radiant light surrounding you, a gentle presence that is always there, always watchful, always near. This is God's unwavering companionship, a love that fills every space, banishing all shadows of solitude. You are eternally connected, profoundly cherished, and held within an infinite embrace that knows no end. Rest in this profound truth, knowing you are utterly safe, wrapped in divine love, never, ever alone. The quiet darkness of the night now settles profoundly around you, a deep, comforting hush. As you gently close your eyes and let your breathing become a soft, steady rhythm, turn your awareness inward. Even when no one is physically near, and a sense of quiet solitude might linger, there is an unseen companion, an ever-present, loving presence. You are invited to simply recognize this. Feel its gentle warmth, like a soft, radiant light surrounding you, filling every space in your heart. This isn't an empty void. It is the boundless love of the divine, a constant, unwavering guardian. This sacred presence walks beside you, through every thought, every emotion, every moment of your being. You don't need to see it with your outer eyes. Simply feel its profound peace resonating deep within your spirit. It is a tender, eternal bond, a promise whispered directly to your heart. You are truly never, ever alone. Rest now, deeply cherished and perfectly safe, cradled by this ever-present, divine love, tonight and always. The deep stillness of the night settles profoundly around you now, a gentle cloak of quiet comfort. Even when faint shadows of fear try to linger, or the day's scattered worries subtly stir within your heart, you are tenderly invited to pause. Breathe deeply, allowing peaceful air to fill every part of your being. Now consciously search for a tiny, resilient flicker of gratitude, a soft ember within you, no matter how small it feels. Perhaps you feel thankful for the simple warmth of your bed, the steady, rhythmic beat of your own precious heart, or the undeniable miracle of each nourishing breath. Remember the unwavering presence of divine love, the quiet strength that has faithfully carried you through every moment. Even in the darkest corners of your mind, this profound, comforting presence gently waits, always available. This simple act of heartfelt thankfulness becomes a powerful, radiant beacon, gently pushing back the encroaching darkness. Let this soft gratitude quietly expand within you, effortlessly dissolving fear, illuminating your path to a peaceful, God-filled rest. You are profoundly blessed, cherished, and held, even in the deepest night. The deep quiet of the night cradles you, a soft invitation to simply be. Perhaps a whisper of fear still lingers, a faint shadow attempting to obscure the goodness you know. But in this sacred stillness you hold a powerful, gentle light, the light of gratitude. Breathe deeply now. With each thoughtful breath, gather the small, cherished blessings of your day, the quiet mercies, the unexpected joys. As you tenderly acknowledge each one, feel how the narrative of fear begins to soften, to gracefully dissolve. You are not defined by what you lack or by what troubles you. You are abundantly blessed. This heartfelt thankfulness, offered in the quiet of the night, transforms your perspective. It gently reminds your spirit of God's boundless provision, His unwavering presence, His constant, profound love that remains, always. Let this deep gratitude illuminate your heart, replacing anxious thoughts with a warm, steady peace, guiding you to a truly restful sleep. The tranquil quiet of the night now gently settles around you, a profoundly comforting hush. Yet perhaps within your spirit, a subtle tempest of racing thoughts and lingering worries still stirs. Your mind might feel like a restless sea, its agitated waves crashing softly against your peace. Breathe deeply now, dear one. As you do, visualize a profound, unwavering anchor descending into the deepest part of your precious being. This is the steadfast anchor of your abiding faith, solid and eternally true. Feel its reassuring, weighty presence, grounding you securely against any tumultuous internal storm. This divine anchor profoundly connects you to an unshakable foundation of God's boundless love and constant presence. With each slow, deliberate exhale, consciously release those churning thoughts, those persistent anxieties. Let the powerful anchor of your complete trust in God stabilize your precious mind, bringing a profound, restorative peace. You are not adrift. You are intimately and profoundly held. Rest deeply in this unwavering faith, knowing God remains your constant, calming anchor, always present in the deepest waters of your soul. The profound quiet of the night settles around you, a gentle, comforting embrace. Even as this peaceful stillness deepens, you might feel the subtle tide of worries beginning to rise within, like waters softly creeping around your heart. Perhaps thoughts of challenges or uncertainties threaten to overwhelm, making your spirit feel adrift. But now, in this sacred moment, bring your awareness to the unshakable anchor of your faith. You are invited to hold fast, not to the fear, but to the unwavering strength of God's perfect love. Breathe deeply, feeling His steadfast presence like a solid, unyielding ground beneath you, even when life's waters feel turbulent. With each deliberate exhale, release the illusion of being swept away. You are profoundly tethered to an eternal hope, cradled by a love that will never fail, no matter how high the tides of worry may appear to rise. Rest deeply in this powerful truth, knowing God is your constant, protective refuge, always holding you secure. The soft, tender quiet of the evening now lovingly settles around you, a gentle invitation to release. Perhaps, as the light fades, a subtle current of regret or self-rejudgment might gently stir within your heart. You might replay moments, words unspoken, or actions you wish you had done differently throughout your day. Acknowledge these tender feelings, dear one, without any harshness. Breathe deeply, letting the air soften any tightness, any residual sorrow. You are invited to simply open your spiritual hands now. Gently place every single regret, every perceived misstep, into the boundless, compassionate care of the divine. Feel the profound, liberating lightness as these burdens lift from your spirit. God's unwavering grace offers complete forgiveness and tender understanding, always. You are profoundly accepted, utterly loved, and perfectly safe to release every trace of yesterday. Rest deeply in this liberating peace, knowing you are made new each moment, cradled in His eternal, forgiving love. The deep, quiet night now gently enfolds you, a soft sanctuary from yesterday's shadows. You might still feel a faint echo of imperfection, a quiet critique of your actions from the day. But in this sacred stillness, embrace a profound truth, the grace of a clean slate. Breathe deeply, letting your spirit open. With each tranquil inhale, feel God's boundless love washing over you, dissolving every misstep, every perceived flaw. He offers a fresh beginning, a tender renewal that wipes away all regrets. You are entirely forgiven, completely accepted, and profoundly loved, exactly as you are. Feel the incredible lightness of this divine gift, the freedom it bestows. Release the need to carry any burdens into your sleep. Rest now, dear one, knowing you are made new in His endless grace, eternally cherished, and always worthy of His perfect peace. The soft glow of a distant street lamp gently filters through your window, casting soft shadows. Perhaps, as the night deepens, you feel a subtle vulnerability, a quiet whisper of fear attempting to make your precious heart feel exposed. But now, dear one, breathe deeply, feeling the profound, quiet strength within you. Imagine your heart as a sacred fortress, not built by fragile stone or human effort, but forged by an unwavering divine love. Its protective walls are intricately woven from God's constant, faithful presence, and its inner chambers are perpetually illuminated by His gentle, eternal peace. Here, within the sacred sanctuary of your loving spirit, no earthly fear can truly penetrate, no lingering shadow can ever diminish your inherent light. You are completely safe, securely guarded not by your own striving, but by the magnificent eternal love that surrounds, fills, and fortifies you. You are profoundly home, eternally sheltered. Rest deeply in this unwavering, sacred security, knowing God remains your fortress, always. The profound quiet of the night now settles around you, a gentle, comforting embrace. As you settle into this stillness, let a deep sense of security wash over you. If any fear of uncertainty or vulnerability tries to creep in, gently acknowledge it. Breathe deeply, releasing any tension. Realize you are held by a love that is utterly steadfast, an unchanging truth woven into the fabric of your being. This divine love is your ultimate, unshakable safety, a foundation that never wavers. Feel this certainty resonate deep within your heart. Imagine yourself completely nestled in its profound, unwavering embrace. You are eternally safe, securely guarded by a promise that never falters, protected by a love that knows no end. Release every apprehension into this boundless care. Rest profoundly, knowing you are cherished and held in God's perfect, certain love, tonight and always. The deep, peaceful quiet of the night now settles profoundly around you, a gentle invitation to turn inward. Imagine your precious soul as a secluded garden, bathed in soft moonlight. Perhaps today some subtle weeds of worry or fear have tried to take root, or a sense of subtle dryness has crept into your spirit. Breathe deeply. With each soft, conscious breath, visualize a gentle divine hand tenderly tending this sacred space within you. Feel His loving presence like a cool, refreshing dew, deeply nourishing every part of your being, encouraging the delicate blossoms of peace and profound trust to unfurl gracefully. You are never left to tend this garden alone. His unwavering, boundless love gently cultivates, protects, and faithfully sustains its intricate, delicate beauty. Surrender every anxious thought, every quiet fear, into this sacred tending, into His perfect care. Rest deeply now, knowing your soul garden is ever cherished, perpetually nurtured, and eternally safe in God's loving embrace, even as the world around you sleeps. The quiet of the night settles deeply around you. In the sacred garden of your soul, you may notice subtle anxieties, like tiny weeds attempting to sprout. Breathe deeply now. With each soft exhale, imagine gently pulling these worries, these quiet fears, from their shallow roots. Let them drift away, dissolving into the compassionate darkness, no longer yours to carry. Now, with each tranquil inhale, consciously plant seeds of trust into the fertile ground of your heart. These are whispers of faith, promises of God's unwavering care, His perfect timing, and His boundless love. Feel His nurturing presence, like gentle rain, soaking these seeds, ensuring they blossom into profound peace. You are not alone. Divine hands tend this garden. Rest deeply now, knowing God watches over your precious inner world. You are cherished, safe, and profoundly held. The deep, quiet night now settles around you, a gentle invitation to simply rest. In this profound stillness, perhaps a subtle current of fear tries to stir, a whisper of unease. But know this, dear heart, there is an unwavering river of peace, always flowing, deep within your very being. It is God's own calm, a constant, refreshing presence. Breathe deeply. With each inhale, imagine tapping into this sacred river, allowing its tranquil waters to wash over any anxious thought, any lingering shadow. Feel its steady flow, dissolving tension, bringing profound serenity. You are not searching for peace outside. You are rediscovering what is already abundantly within you, placed there by divine love. Release your grip on fear and surrender to this unending river, letting its gentle current carry you into deep, restorative sleep. You are cherished, eternally peaceful, and completely held. The deep, quiet night now gently settles around you, Even in this stillness, a lingering worry, a quiet fear might softly ripple in your mind. You don't need to grasp it. Breathe deeply, connecting to the tranquil river of peace flowing within your spirit. Now, visualize each concern as a tiny leaf. With each soft, intentional exhale, gently place these burdens onto the river's surface. Feel them effortlessly drift away, carried by the tender current of divine peace. Watch them recede into the vast, compassionate distance. Feel the profound lightness as this weight lifts from your heart. You are not meant to carry them through this sacred night. Surrender fully to this liberating flow, trusting God's boundless love is the unseen current, faithfully carrying all your concerns. Rest deeply, entirely unburdened, cradled by His eternal calm. The quiet stillness of the night now gently gathers around you, a soft invitation to simply be. As the world outside grows hushed, your heart may softly turn to those you cherish, whether they are near or far. Perhaps a quiet concern for their well-being, a subtle fear for their journeys, or an unspoken worry gently surfaces in your mind. Acknowledge these tender feelings, dear one, without judgment. Breathe deeply. With each conscious breath, gather each beloved face, each precious name, and tenderly place them into the boundless protective hands of the divine. Feel the profound peace as you release your worries for them, knowing they are held in a love far greater and more encompassing than your own. God's unwavering presence wraps around them, near or far, like a warm, eternal embrace. He sees, He knows, He cares with an infinite compassion that transcends all distance and circumstance. Rest now in this sacred trust, finding deep peace in the certainty that your loved ones are cradled in His perfect, unending care, tonight and always. The profound quiet of the night truly enfolds you, a soft, sacred hush. As you settle, perhaps a tender worry for your precious loved ones still softly stirs within your heart, a deep human concern. You might feel subtle fear regarding their challenges, their distant journeys, or the uncertainties they carry. In this moment, breathe deeply. You are gently invited to acknowledge that your immense love, while powerful, need not carry their burdens alone. Now, with a liberating exhale, consciously envision each beloved person. Tenderly, with trust, lift them with all their circumstances and futures, and softly place them into the boundless, all-sustaining hands of the divine. Feel the remarkable lightness as you release control, embracing a power infinitely greater than your own. This is not abandonment. It is a profound act of faith, a courageous surrender. You are free to rest, knowing God's unwavering perfect love eternally holds them, guiding their every step, even through the deepest night. Find deep solace in this complete surrender, dear heart. You are cherished, and they are eternally safe in His sovereign, perfect care. The profound quiet of the night now settles around you, a gentle, comforting hush. Yet, perhaps, a subtle tension still tightens your spirit, a lingering need to control or carry every burden. You might feel a quiet fear of releasing your grip, believing you must manage everything yourself. Breathe deeply. Imagine your hands, once clenched tightly around worries, gently softening, deliberately unfurling. Visualize every fear, every what if, every scattered concern, drifting from your open palms, not into oblivion, but into the vast, compassionate ocean of God's perfect, unwavering care. This act of profound surrender isn't weakness, dear one. It is the most courageous strength you possess. In letting go, you create sacred space for His boundless power to fill you, to carry what you cannot. Feel the remarkable lightness, the deep peace that rushes in as His divine strength becomes your own. You are held, securely, utterly free. Rest profoundly now, knowing God remains your unshakable strength, always present in your quiet surrender. The profound quiet of the night now settles around you, a gentle, comforting hush. Perhaps you feel a subtle weariness, a lingering tension from carrying the day's armor, your defenses, your need to control, the protective walls you built. You might feel a quiet fear of being vulnerable, of simply being, without all that protection. Breathe deeply, dear one. Now imagine yourself in a sacred, tranquil space, before the loving, eternal presence of God. With each conscious exhale, gently begin to lay down your armor. Release the heavy weight of control, the rigid shield of self-reliance, the helmet of anxious thoughts. Feel each piece clatter softly, falling away, revealing your soft, tender, true heart. In this profound surrender, you discover an exquisite lightness, an unburdened freedom. You realize you don't need to fight or defend. You are utterly safe in His presence, perfectly seen, perfectly loved. Rest deeply now, truly unarmored, cradled in God's boundless protecting grace. You are cherished and profoundly secure. The quiet stillness of the night now deepens around you, a profound, hushed embrace. You might feel the soft flicker of fear, or a sense of vastness that sometimes feels overwhelming. But look up now, or simply imagine, the magnificent canvas of 1,000 stars, each one a tiny radiant point of unwavering light against the deepest darkness. Breathe deeply. Let their ancient, silent brilliance gently wash over your spirit. Remember that each star, though seemingly small, represents an immeasurable, eternal light, a boundless expanse of divine creation. Your worries, your subtle fears, can feel so vast in the quiet of the night, but against this infinite stellar tapestry, they are truly minuscule, quickly fading shadows. This endless, sparkling light is a profound reflection of God's constant, all-encompassing presence, a love that fills every corner of the universe and every space within your heart. You are held within this cosmic, tender embrace, utterly cherished and completely safe. Find profound peace in this radiant truth, knowing God's light remains, shining bright and unwavering, even in the deepest night, guiding you home to rest. The deep, peaceful quiet of the night now settles around you, a gentle, profound hush. As you gaze into the vast, star-dusted sky, or simply imagine its boundless expanse, let your spirit expand with it. You might feel a subtle fear of smallness, trying to cling to your heart in the face of such immensity. But breathe deeply now, dear one. Recognize that this vast universe, with all its swirling galaxies and silent wonders, is held within the infinite, loving hand of God. And within that same boundless hand, you too are cradled, intimately known, profoundly cherished. Your concerns, your quiet fears, though real, are but tiny specks in the magnificent tapestry of His eternal design. You are not lost in His grandeur. You are an essential, beloved part of it. Release your grip on every worry, surrendering them into this all-encompassing divine care. Rest now, deeply secure in the knowledge that you belong, entirely, to a love that holds all creation, tonight and always. The soft, hushed stillness of the night now settles profoundly around you, a gentle invitation to simply be. Even as this deep quiet unfolds, perhaps a faint, lingering discord attempts to stir within your spirit, a subtle whisper of unease that feels like an unexpressed fear. Breathe deeply, dear one, and consciously tune into the innermost sanctuary of your precious heart. Here, beyond the noise of the world and the chatter of your mind, you might perceive a delicate, profound resonance. This is the melody of a silent psalm, an unspoken song of divine peace that hums eternally within you. It needs no words, no grand articulation. It is pure, comforting harmony, a constant, loving presence. Feel its gentle vibrations begin to fill every corner of your being, tenderly washing away any lingering fear, transforming discord into a sweet, tranquil symphony. This sacred melody, a gift from God, reminds you that you are always held in His perfect, unwavering peace. Let its soft, eternal hum lull you into profound rest, knowing you are deeply cherished and truly safe, wrapped in this divine song, tonight and always. The deep, hushed quiet of the night now settles around you, a gentle invitation to turn inward. Perhaps a subtle fear still whispers, a quiet anxiety trying to dim your light. But in this sacred stillness you are invited to listen, not to the fear, but to a deeper, more profound truth within your heart. With each tranquil breath, feel a quiet melody beginning to stir, a song of hope, rising gently from your spirit to God. It needs no spoken words. It is a pure, heartfelt offering of trust, a soft affirmation of faith. This melody transcends all worries, every lingering shadow, affirming that even in the deepest night, hope remains a vibrant, living truth within you. Feel its gentle vibrations fill every corner of your being, dissolving discord, bringing profound peace. You are singing a sacred song to God, and He hears, He cherishes, He responds with an outpouring of His boundless love. Rest deeply now, wrapped in this divine harmony, knowing you are heard, cherished, and entirely safe. The deep, tranquil quiet of the night now settles profoundly around you, a final, tender embrace before sleep. Feel your body sinking, utterly relaxed, into the soft embrace of your bed. If any last, subtle whisper of fear, any lingering shadow from the day, tries to cling to your thoughts, gently acknowledge its presence, then consciously and softly release it. Breathe deeply, dear one, feeling God's loving presence, a calm, unwavering light, filling your entire being from head to toe. Imagine His gentle hand resting tenderly upon your heart, a silent, powerful promise of perfect, absolute peace. You are entirely safe to let go now, surrendering every single thought, every sensation, every concern, into His boundless, all-encompassing care. This precious, final moment, before sweet dreams take hold, is a sacred assurance. You are profoundly cherished, divinely guarded, and loved beyond measure. Rest deeply now, dear heart, knowing God remains your constant, peaceful companion through the quiet, restorative hours of sleep, watching over you until the gentle light of a new dawn. The deep, peaceful quiet of the night now gently settles around you, a tender, comforting hush that invites profound rest. If any last, subtle whisper of fear, any lingering thought or quiet apprehension from the day tries to cling to your heart, simply acknowledge its presence without judgment. Breathe deeply now, allowing your body to soften, to feel heavy and utterly relaxed against your bed. You are invited, dear one, to imagine yourself softly drifting, like a feather upon a gentle, unseen current. This peaceful current carries you into a boundless, loving embrace, the everlasting arms of God. Feel their immense warmth, their perfect strength, tenderly cradling your entire being. Release every remaining worry, every scattered thought, every subtle tension into this divine hold. There is no need to grasp or strive. Simply let go. You are perfectly safe, profoundly cherished, and held in a love that knows no end, no shadow. Let the unwavering current of His perfect peace carry you effortlessly now, into truly restorative sleep. His watchful presence never ceases. You are eternally secure in His divine care, tonight and always.